like we said before, the mechanics of the game is the best I've seen in the MMO, and particularly in a beat 'em up, to where no matter what character you make, or even if you make the same one, it always turns out a little different. And just the amount of time you play with them, you just naturally want to make them a little different from each other.
You know what? Let's talk about the mechanics of the game and kind of go a little bit out of the territory or the context of the what we conversating about.
Right.
That's another thing that I want to see them work on for the beta and the official release is advertising. You know, the mechanics of the game, typical, side-scrolling beat 'em up with RPG elements. On paper, like it really shouldn't fail because number one, so like I was saying, was one thing I want Neopa to work on as far as like the beta and official release
Right.
is the marketing and advertising for the game, because as far as like the structure and like the appeal, I mean, I really don't see how it failed under Nexon other than them just kind of willfully driving it into the ground, because I mean, it's a side scroller beat 'em up with RPG elements that's online. Um, the as far as like the world and appeal and the gameplay, I mean, it's easy to pick up, but it does have its learning curve if you so choose to participate. And as far as like the world and everything like that, I think it has a nice balance of everything. It's not too fantasy, it's not too steampunk, it's not, it just has that right balance. And then on top of that, who doesn't like anime? Who doesn't like those flashy? It has like that Capcom feel to it. It's real colorful and
It do. I mean,
real colorful and flashy and nice looking.
I mean, the only gripe I guess with people who say the sprites aren't high res, we're not looking at 1080p sprites and stuff like that. But the gameplay kind of trumps that in a sense. It's beautifully drawn. The effects, the attack effects are, some of the best I've seen in a 2D game. Very fluid. So I don't know who wouldn't give this game a try. I know worldwide, people, especially I think, people in Australia and Europe, because they never really got to play the game in the first place because of the what is it called, the IP block or something like that. So they never really got to play the game. So that's one mistake that Nexon made. They really didn't have the worldwide appeal. Number two is they didn't advertise it nearly as much. Like, I came upon this game by chance because I was watching anime, and then I dispersed it amongst the group. But one of the games, like I said, this is one of my top 10 games of all time, favorite to play, because I can always come back to it. Stuff like that you can't really devalue. And then the game's still going, still a lot of stuff I still haven't done or gotten yet. So that's just a testament to the greatness of the game. And for anybody that actually played it, they can testify that it's one of the best, if not the best 2D side scroller out there. I think it's the only one anyway, or with RPG elements. So
yeah, as far as appeal and MMO and everything like that, of course you got like I don't know, is Maple Story a side scroller?
Yeah, Maple Story is a side scroller.
I don't know. I tried playing Maple Story and I just couldn't get into it.
I try to play all the Nexon other stuff. I'm gonna put it like this, people. There is nothing out there on the market other than maybe Mystic Fighter and some other knockoffs that has the same replayability and satisfaction that you get from DFO or Dungeon and Fighter. Period. Because when Dungeon Fighter went away, we tried to find them. They were nowhere to be found. Maybe they're in Korea locked up, but I didn't see them.
And then also it just shows a testament to the game, because it actually has its own knockoffs, just like you mentioned before, like Mystic Fighter and stuff like that. I mean, they, as far as like their interface and even how like some of the combos and visuals are done, it looks like a wannabe Dungeon Fighter. And that's saying a lot, considering the fact that Dungeon Fighter isn't like a big time AAA side-scrolling MMO. It's relatively obscure in the community, but it does have a nice hardcore base and following. But it actually has knockoffs. That's something you would expect from like something big, like a Mario or Zelda or Call of Duty or what have you.
Right. Yeah. Bottom line, people, keep your eye on this game. It comes out probably, I want to say, the later half of this year. I want to give Neopo a few months to kind of fix a lot of the issues and really analyze the data that they got during this alpha. So I want to give them to at least like October. I think October they might talk about releasing a beta. This is all speculative. This is not from Neopo themselves. This is just what I think the timeline will probably be for them to release. So try this game out. And we're saying that to spread the word to everybody to try it out so we can play the game, so they'll have enough people back in the game so everybody can play. But
yeah, hopefully they come back and advertise, man. But other than that, man, y'all spread the word because it's not a bad game. If you're not gonna play it, at least watch some gameplay footage or watch what we've been doing here and stuff like that. But I mean, it really
doesn't hurt anybody to try if you're into this type of thing. If you grew up on beat 'em ups, if you like the beat 'em up genre, you like RPG elements intertwined, definitely give this game a try. It's very low. It requires low resources from your computer to play. Now, like a lot of these AAA games, it's very minimal. You don't even need new age processors, video graphics cards to run this game.
Mm-hmm.
When we started playing, I was playing it on my ancient laptop, and I was running a Celeron processor. 1-core Celeron processor. So definitely try this game out. But that's been our time. I'm AI, and he's the D. We'll catch you guys later.
Peace.